We're going to be adding some fractions, and these ones are all relatively simple because they all have the same denominator. So that really makes it a lot easier. So what that means is if we're adding fractions with the same denominator, it's the same denominator all the way through, unless you choose to rename the fractions themselves, which you normally don't have to do. So here's the idea. If we're dealing with sevenths as our denominator, right, both are sevenths, that means our answer is going to be sevenths. No worries about that. And then, because we're dealing with sevenths all the way through, no problem. We can just add the numerators together. So we have 2 sevenths. We also have 3 sevenths. And so if we add those two together, we get 5 sevenths. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And we're dealing with sevenths all the way through. So if we were looking over here at the ninths, same process. We've got the same denominator for both fractions. Therefore, we're talking the same language, right? We're talking ninths. So the answer is going to be ninths. Cool. Now we've got to just add up 5 plus 7, and that's 12. And that is the answer. The only issue with this particular answer is that you can see that the numerator, 12, is larger than the denominator, which is 9. So you would have to ask yourself, okay, so 12 divided by, that's what the fraction bar means, 12 divided by 9. So how many times does 9 go into 12? Okay, so the answer is once. How many left over? Right, 3. And 3 goes over, we're talking ninths, so over 9. Nearly finished. The only problem here is that you can go one step further, because this is correct. The answer is 12 ninths. The answer has been renamed to a mixed number, so 1 and 3 ninths. The only problem is, I suppose, is that 3 ninths can be simplified. If I was to divide the 3 by 3 and the 9 by the same number, which is 3, I would get a third. Right, so let me just push this down here. So 1 and 3 ninths, and if I rename, divide by 3, I'm only doing this bit. If I divide by 3, I'm going to get 1. Divide by 3, I'm going to get 3. So the final answer, the best answer, is 1, that hasn't changed, and 1/3. So sometimes they can involve a few extra steps, and you might even end up with a denominator that is different to the one you started with, because I could simplify this bit. Okay, we'll do one more. So this one over here, so we've got fifths. So we're talking the language of fifths. So I'm going to end up with fifths. 4 plus 1, so I add up the numerator, and that's 5. So 5 fifths. So again, you'll see something interesting. In this case, the numerator and the denominator are the same. So all I have to do is think, okay, 5 divided by 5. What is that? Well, that's 1. And that is the final answer for that one.